Hi everyone, how are you? Happy Thanksgiving to all my subscribers, particularly if you're in the US. So happy Thanksgiving, have a good one with your family and friends. This is going to be a collective reading that I sort of felt in my heart. So I think I'm going to do a collective reading and then I will go on and do your requested videos. I know you guys haven't been on so much lately. Like, this is going to be more than likely one of my last videos in this place. I am moving to the city of Atlanta, so yeah, exciting times. Yeah. Anyway, let me get started. And before I get started, I wanted to shout out a couple of people. So I wanted to shout out a real OG. She's been holding it down. She's been a subscriber to my channel. She's been doing her thing, you know. And I want to shout out Zoe. She is coming out with her first single tomorrow. It's going to be on Spotify, Apple Music. So I'm going to link her TikTok in the description box below. So if you guys want to check it out, she's a wonderful person. She's so great. I love her. She's wonderful. Yay. Shout out to you. And then I wanted to shout out a couple of people. Margot and Ahmed. They are completely revamping my channel. Like, they did my logo. Look how gorgeous that is. Look how beautiful that is. This is a magnet. Isn't it just beautiful? Like, if you have a business, if you are entrepreneurial, if you want to get some merch done, go to them. I will link their Etsy shop in the description box below. Yeah, they're so wonderful, and they're great people to work with. And they also do customized just art. Like, their art is just amazing. So yeah, thank you, Margot and Ahmed. I'll put your Etsy shop in the link below. They're just such great people, and they're creative, and they're hustlers, and you know, they're entrepreneurial. You know, I love my entrepreneurs. Okay. Yeah, so I'm sending you guys massive love and light. There's peace. There's a sense of peace here. Okay? Sense of peace. Alright, you guys. This is going to be a very special, I guess, Thanksgiving tarot. So enjoy it. See what comes out. I'm feeling a sense here of home. I'm looking at my carnelian right now. This is carnelian. And I'm also wearing like a maroon red. I'm seeing a sense of home here. Structure, your I am. And I'm also feeling that some of you may not be feeling so much at home right now. Like, some of you might be feeling displaced, or some of you might be in transition to move, or some of you just don't know what else to do. Maybe you've had it with your family, maybe you've had it with your relatives, siblings, whoever, and there's a sense here of family. It could be like, I'm getting the words family feud, and I haven't even gotten the tarot yet. So and you're just holding on by a string, basically by a shoestring, and you're just like, okay, well, I just gotta deal with this for a couple more years, or if I gotta deal with this for a few more months, I gotta just deal with this for a few more weeks, whatever the timeline may be. You might feel like things haven't really progressed because there's a sense here of family. Some of you, trigger warning, some of you may have been in foster care. And I'm gonna be honest with you, recently I have been given personal readings to girls who have been in foster care. So my heart really goes out to them. I've struggled with my own sense of belonging. I think a lot of people have. Your family is not really, yes, we manifest our family before we come into this planet, but it's almost like it's just that sense of like, where do I belong? Some of you are taking a leap of faith, trying to really find yourself, trying to move, and you feel like it's hard to get out of this social construct of what a family is. So there's like a tendency where we think family, we think Christmas presents, we think the Christmas tree, we think dinners with mom and dad and brother or sister, or we think that is where we belong. And that's not necessarily true. And it puts us in a box, basically. Like, this is the only people that will ever love us, that will ever cherish us, that will ever be with us. And that's also not true. We went through a pandemic where thousands, millions of people just instantly gone. And so we can't just depend on our family structure or our social structure or our spouse or our significant other to take care of us. We have to do it. We kind of have to be our own self-sufficient person. If you never had that nurturing and loving mother, you kind of have to self-soothe and be that nurturing, loving mother to yourself. It's hard. It gets hard because it feels like, well, I feel alone. But sometimes you just have to cut those cords. It's better to detach from the people who you think love you, but it's not really there. It's very conditional, than to stay there in that same place on and on and on, year after year, month after month, and it feels like you don't feel happy about it, and you get stuck. You're like, is this all my life is supposed to be? And trust me, I grew up traditional Asian home, strict Asian parents. You better have these grades, you better have this job. It's very much structured in a very rigid kind of way to put us in a box. And now with how life is, there's a sense here of change, of drastic change. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. This is my Crystal Intentions Oracle deck. And this is the deck. This is the box where it came in. So I'm just gonna pick out maybe 3 cards. What are the messages from my collective? And then I'll get into the tarot. Three cards, please, for my collective. What messages does Spirit have? There's some blessings coming your way. There is some kind of either if you have your own business, I see business picking up. If you have your own life, I see changes in that life. Yep. One more card, please. Green is a big color. Ooh. Okay. We'll go with these 4. So we have jade. Look how pretty that is. It says, I am incredibly lucky. I always have plenty of money with plenty to spare. Improve visualization of positive outcomes. Attract good fortune and good luck. Improve financial status. Activate your millionaire mindset. I'm going to add some affirmations that I listen to, subconscious affirmations that I listen to in the description box below. But yeah, jade. I'm seeing green for a lot of you guys. I also see a lot of healing in your heart chakra. Seraphonite. My mind and spirit are connected with each other and the divine. Remember the divine spark within. Aspire towards enlightenment. Increase mental clarity and intelligence. Improve telepathic communication skills. So communication is big right now. I feel like some of you don't know where to go, so some of you are just like, please just help me. Just send me what I need. Some of you might be, I don't know, picking this up, but some of you might be in long distance relationships and you guys are sending each other messages. Like, not on the phone, not online. It's telepathic. I would say work with the color blue for your third eye chakra. Then I have citrine. Beautiful. I am confident and courageous. It is safe for me to be powerful. I feel like a lot of you guys need to remember who the fuck you are. All right? You need to remember who you are. For some reason, lately, it's just people have just been coming up to me. And that's the thing with readers, especially empathic ones. People who actually read with such truth and force or something like that. Like, I can be a drill sergeant sometimes when it comes to tarot. It's because a lot of people, there are more people so lost than not. And it can be people are attracted to that. They need someone to show them. Not necessarily tell them what to do, but to show them what to do. And, but I want you guys to remember, you are who you are. And sometimes it feels lonely, but you are being cultivated to become basically that shining star. You can't get a diamond without going through fire. Basically, you can't get a diamond without going through fire. These crystals, they're not as pretty as they were when they first started. They had to go through years, centuries of just minerals accumulating and becoming what they are. But yeah, be empowered, be confident in yourself, so that expand self-confidence and awareness of personal magnificence. Remember divine essence. Increase mental clarity. That happened the second time. This is the second time it says increase mental clarity. Increase mental clarity. Exude joy, enthusiasm, and happiness. Shine your light. Some of you guys are light workers. Shine your light. Don't be afraid. People will try to dim your light. You have family members who will be jealous of you. You will have people who are, I don't like what you're doing. You're doing too much. It's like, I can do what I want. It's my life. I can do what I want, you know. Particularly if you are a fire sign, I don't know why I'm getting this, a fire sign or Virgos, and I'm getting that strongly. So Leos, Aries, and Sagittarius, shine your light. You already know. Particularly Aries, you know, you're already the shooting star out of the whole zodiac signs. You're the leaders. People need to remember who they are and what they represent, and be free to express it in a loving and safe way, you know. And then I have Chrysocolla. It says, my body and mind are in balance. I am healthy. Some of you need to take care of your health. Some of you are wondering way too much about another person, another activity, another job, you're thinking way too much, and you got to take care of me. You got to take care of you, your bodysuit, your body, your physical appearance, your physical health. Take care of it. Reduce inflammation, release anger and resentment. Heal old mental and emotional wounds. Improve inner peace. Balance mind, body, and emotions. Balance mind, body, and emotions. Some of you guys, I'm hearing blood flow. Your blood is sacred, you guys. That's why there's sacrifices that are done with the blood. Just take care of yourselves. Take care of your appearance. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am closer to 40 than I am 30, so I am hoping, like, I look and feel better in my 40s, okay, than I did in my 30s. I want to be fine in my 40s, okay? I want to be that, I'm that bitch, you know, in my 40s. I want to live my life for real. I want to look better, feel better, like snatch my body, everything. I want to look top notch. That is the peak of my life, is my 40s, and I want to be that bitch. Basically, I want to be that bitch. But yes, I will whatever I need to do to, and it says improve inner peace, to improve my own inner peace. Listen, that is where I am headed, and I hope you guys are headed there too. This is a brand new tarot deck. I haven't used this on my channel yet. This is Bodacia's Tarot of Earthly Delights. This is the box. It's a big box. This is the box. Isn't it gorgeous? It was given to me by a woman who has been reading tarot for over 30 years. And she said, I think you would need this. So, yeah. What's going on for my collective spirit? What's going on? What special messages is coming from my collective? I tend to stay away from politics, you guys. I know some people were asking, like, what is the state of the country after the elections? I tend to stay away from that just because it's a very divisive, it's just a very divisive narrative to go and to walk into. And I would rather represent myself and my channel as someone who actually unifies the collective. In my own personal opinion, I feel like democracy is dead. I feel like it has run its course. I personally, on a personal note, I don't vote. I haven't voted since 2016. I haven't voted since then. Yeah, I just don't see the point of it, and people are gonna do what they're gonna do, so I stay away from it. Okay. You got, oh wow, 4 of Swords. Look how gorgeous that is. 4 of Swords. 9 of Combustion, which is 9 of Wands. Four of Cups. Ten of Cups. For some of you, 9 of Cups, there were promises. I feel like there were so many empty promises. I'm getting empty promises, empty words, just empty words. Maybe you've dealt with people, maybe going back to like abandonment issues, maybe you've had a parental guardian who promised to come back or to be there for you, and then they were just MIA. Page of Fungi. They just never came back around. They never gave a shit. They never... Woo! All these cards just came flying out. The Tower. Okay. You had to be... Some of you had to grow up very quickly. Yeah, you had to grow up very quickly. You had to be your own independent, the Empress. You had to be your own independent, particularly if you're a female, but it doesn't have to be. You had to grow up. You may have had a mother or a parent who passed away. You didn't have the greatest... You just didn't have the greatest life as a kid. Or you were hoping to have a good life as a kid. And it never really panned out that way because people are gonna do what people are gonna do. The Tower. I feel like there were empty promises and it was like, should I go with this or should I go with that? People made silly decisions. And I'm gonna be honest, it's like people made silly decisions in their past, and it may have ripple affected into your life, and they never considered you. They never considered what you were gonna feel. They never considered how you were gonna take it. They never considered your childhood or your adulthood, anything. If this is a love reading, maybe he or she just was like, I'm over this, like, and never gave any kind of explanation. And some of you just kept going round and round and round and round in your head in a cycle. Like, what did I do? What did I do? It's not you. It really, when I say sometimes it's not you, it really isn't you. It's them. Especially people with baggage. Like, you can only wait so long for someone to get their shit together. You can only wait so long for people to get their shit together, to bring them in the right direction, to hold their hand. But you can't, there's a sense here of like, you need to learn to let go. Some people are in your life for a season, particularly when it comes to family. Some of you need to cut the cords. I did a cord cutting ceremony last week. between me and my brother, and it was very karmic, very heavy. That's part of the reason why I've been in hermit mode. Sorry, but people are gonna do what they're gonna do. I'm sorry to say, like, but there are blessings coming your way. Like, I do see a lot of like blessings, manifestations coming your way. It might not come in the way you might want it to, but yeah, manifestations, things that you wanted are coming your way. You kind of have to be your own family. You have to be your own family, your own person, your own mother, your own father. And the universe is like, okay, I get it. It's like you learned. You struggled and you learned. Because you can't depend. It's not your fault, but the reason why you went through fire and headspace and just overthinking and just trying to make things right, it's because they put you in a box. They almost like domesticated you. This is how you have to be. Either this is how you have to be, or I don't want to have anything to do with you. Manipulation. I cannot be domesticated. I cannot be a house. Like, a lot of men want that. They want a structured woman. They want the woman that stays at home, cleans the house. I can do that. Like, that's fine. Like, I don't have any issues doing that, but I don't want to stay there. You know? I have ambitions, goals, things like that. But anyway, that's just my personal opinion. But people wanted to domesticate you. They just wanted you. If you're a little girl, this is how you are supposed to act, or this is how you're supposed to dress, or church, or whatever issues that you felt like you had to do to make everyone happy or make everyone feel at peace, you would do it. And all of a sudden you're like, what is this? And for a time it felt like, okay, I think I can deal with it. I think I can deal with it. But then you're like, no, is this really where I want to be? And then you start manifesting. And you start understanding, like, this is all like fake. Have you ever seen The Truman Show with Jim Carrey? Where it's almost like he's going around and around and around in a circle. Like, he keeps... It's an old movie. I think it came out in, like 97 or 98. Something like that. But he... It's like The Truman Show. It's like everything. He goes to his job. He comes home to his work. All of a sudden, he meets he's like, don't you like feel like something wrong is going on here? Like, don't you think like something is like not right? Because I feel like I'm going in a circle. And all of a sudden he figures out that his whole life was a TV show. And everything was a fucking like simulator or like, you know, background, and that was it. And all of a sudden it's like, boom, is this all there is? There has to be more to this life. A lot of you guys are very ambitious. I see a lot of you guys being very ambitious, very independent thinkers, independent minded, self-sufficient. Some of you have been working at the same job for like 20 years, 30 years, and you guys are just like, there's got to be something more to this. Seven of Swords. I just got with this card, it's like you are what you think. So remember to think your pot. Look at all the butterflies. It's almost like you're changing your mind. I also feel like a sense here of, look at that smirk on her face. It's like, some of you had to, you see how she's walking away from like the little circus on the bottom there? What I'm picking up from this is some of you had to either, you had to like bend some morals to get away from certain people, certain groups of people, certain family members. So instead of like, oh, it's almost like, what I'm picking up is some of you may have had to just say, listen, you know, I don't feel like going, even though you would have wanted to go. Like, let's say Thanksgiving dinner, you would have wanted to go, but then you realize who the people were going, who were gonna be there, and you're just like, no, that's okay, never mind, forget it. It's nothing. I'll next time, you know. And I feel like some of you may have, I also feel like some of you have made excuses for others who would not have done the same things for you. I also feel like some of you really just bend the rules just to get away. It's almost like when a guy comes up to me and, you know, and then I just have to tell him, like, I have a boyfriend, you know, and then you just have, like, you know, it just stay away from me because I don't need this in my life. That's the energy I'm picking up. It's almost like you're sneaky. Like, you have to sneak your way out. Like, I remember I used to like run away from home. Like, I used to just sneak out of my window and just leave for like a weekend or something. But you know what I mean? Like, you had to sneak out. You need to find a way out because it felt very, there was no way you could decompress. There was no way you can decompress. There was no outlet for you to really expand because people wanted you to be a certain kind of way. And you had so many ideas. You had such a free spirit, beautiful ideas. You know, this could also be with work. Like, you're trying to find an out. You got the Six of Pentacles. This is balance and financial balance and but just balancing of your mind and body and spirit. For some of you, I'm seeing this man here who's like begging. Some of you are begging for someone to stay. Some of you are begging for someone to, like, why haven't you given back to me? I've done everything you wanted me to do. For some of you, you're just like, I don't know if I should give you. So for some of you, I see this guy right here, and it's like, should I give to him? Should I give to it? Like, should I give more than I am getting back? I feel like people are also, there could be people around you manipulating and feeling like the victim. I never understood victim mentality. I've never understood victim mentality in the slightest. We choose what we choose to do. You know? So There's this song by Kansas. Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. That part is like there's gonna be peace. I think some of you are gonna just let this go. You're just gonna find your own balance, your own peace, your own self. Yeah, so you're probably gonna find yourself in the long run, and you're just like, it might be a struggle. There might be like imbalances, there's gonna be struggles, but I would rather struggle alone than to be brought into a struggle with 5-6 other people. You know what I mean? So it's like I'd rather do it alone. I'd rather do it alone than give back to people who were never going to give back to me anyway. Yeah, 5 of Cups. Wow. Oh my God, you guys, I'm getting chills. 5 of Cups, Temperance, and the 6 of Wands. So I feel like overall your outcome is going to be success, and you are divinely guided. Some of you guys are going to watch this channel or watch this video, and it's going to be like a wake-up call, and it's going to be like, it's time for you to get in alignment with yourself, because you were not meant to be comfortable. Okay? You were meant for something more, but you were not meant to be comfortable in a sense of this is just routine. Yes, we have our own routines. Yes, we have to, meditate, take care of ourselves, but there's changes coming, and it's time for you to like get it to like, let's balance our chakras. You know what I mean? Like just get it together. Some of you are saying, some of you are saying goodbye to your past. You're saying goodbye to your past. And you know what I see with this water? I see tears that have been shed. I feel like a lot of you guys have had many nights of just tears and crying. And now you're just like, goodbye. Goodbye to everything. Because everything that I knew has all been, it's almost, it's turned to dust. It's obsolete. And you're being divinely guided. The difference between fantasy and your intuition is that fantasy doesn't make you feel comfortable. So fantasy makes you feel comfortable. So basically your intuition is going to make you move a certain direction. It's going to make you work towards a certain direction. Like you're not supposed to stay stagnant or in the same place. A fantasy, you can listen to fairy tales all day, every day for the rest of your life and not do anything about it. That's what a fantasy is. A fantasy is, it's neither here nor there. It's a story. But your intuition is you writing your own story. It's like you have to move. There's a shift that has to take place in order for your dreams to come true. Nothing comes from nothing. So when you feel imbalanced, when you feel like you're surrounded by people who are making you feel like I don't belong here, or I don't feel like, it's because you don't. You don't belong there. You belong somewhere else. You belong in another place, and you have to figure out what that place is. If you're stuck in a relationship that's not for you, that's where you're supposed to goodbye. Because I don't care what dating opinions come up on YouTube. I don't care what people say, because there have been people who said, if they bring peace, they're boring. I said, you know what? To me, peace is the peak form of love for me. Because I always saw destruction. I always saw my version of love before I came into this. My version of love was arguing, argumentative, angry, resentment, bringing up the past, triggering it. That is not what love is. That is complete opposite of what love is. And so when I found my peace, I had to say goodbye to everything I knew. Goodbye. I put it all on a ship and I said bye. Don't need that. Actually, it's more like I burned it, but but some of you have to burn bridges or let go of things that no longer serve you. That's why I keep saying with let's say with BTS, with Jungkook, or with V or whatever, they have to let go of their past because it no longer serves them. It's time to move forward. It's time to wake up. Let's move forward. Wake up call, Sagittarius. This is Sagittarius. This is Temperance. This is I'm the guiding light, basically. There's a guiding light here. This is your I am. This is your divine intervention. This is your peace. This is your prosperity. This is your life. This is your future spouse. I have to get rid of everything I fucking knew in order to move into a better version of me, into a better life for me. And sometimes, I'm going to feel alone. Sometimes, yes, I'm going to feel like, is there even anyone out there? Because this journey is, you got to be ready for this journey to even just take the first step. You got to be mature enough, ready, focused into a new version. It's like Tosca 2.0. It's like you 2.0. It's an upgrade. You want to upgrade your man. You want to upgrade your life. You want to upgrade your futures. You just got to keep upgrading. You got to learn from before to move on to the next one, but you don't stay there. You have to update your apps, so to speak. I'm not saying you know to physically do, but you have to update your mind. For some of you, you lost it all, but you're going to get it 10 folds back. 10 folds back. 7 of combustion, so 7 of wands. Yes, 6 of pentacles, 6 of cups. And the wheel of fortune. This is the wheel of fortune, not the wheel of misfortune. This is the wheel of fortune. You might not see things happening right now, but you bet your ass, like, there are things working in your favor right now. There are things working for you in this moment right now. You may not see it. You may not understand it. You may see, why are people leaving me? You know why people are leaving you? Because they're not supposed to be in your life. You're supposed to move on. You're not supposed to stay stuck. You're supposed to move on from those people. This is a channel message. I don't even know who this is for. Some people are in your life for a season. Some people are, everyone is in your life for a reason. It doesn't matter if you had an alcoholic father or an abusive mother or whatever. Everyone is in your life for a reason, and it's for you to understand what really is going on and how you're going to handle it. Are you going to handle it with dysfunction? Are you going to handle it with spiraling out of control? Are you going to handle it with addictions? How are you going to handle it? But it's the mind. It really is. You almost have to trick your mind. Mind over matter. Everything is temporary. This shows me that everything is temporary. This life is temporary. We are spiritual beings living a human experience. So we're all spiritual. We're all living a spiritual life. We're just, for whatever reason, we're just in this planet and we're on this world living a physical life, a 3D life. But you don't see, a lot of people don't see that there are things working in the ethers for you. Some of you guys are some of you guys, this is the 7 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. Some of you guys have been pushing. I'm seeing labor. I'm seeing a woman going into labor. Excuse me. Pushing out a baby, basically. And you don't know. You're just like, I'm tired. I just want relief. I just want to be okay. I just want to know that I'm going to be out of the woods. Some of you guys have been seeing 222, 777, maybe 1010. But I'm seeing a lot of pushing. I also see some of you guys are interesting. You see that there are people there, like a whole court of men there. And then there's you and a chameleon. I feel like some of you guys have been trying too hard to maintain an image or a vision or a appearance to stick with the status quo. Just so you can just get by. Like, I have to dress a certain way for my job. I have to act a certain way for my job. And of course you have to do that. This is the world we live in. But on the other side, you're like a freaking rock star. Your 9 to 5, you may be like a corporate whatever, work in a corporate job, suit, tie, whatever. But at night, you're a rock star. You're like, this is who I am. This is who I get to express myself. And I feel like you're trying to find a balance there and just make it happen. Just make it happen. Some of you, I really feel like some of you are headed towards a new direction. If you're artistic, creative, you don't want someone telling you really what to do. Oh my god, I said 222 and I said 2 of Wands. The Emperor and the Devil. Give me one more card. The Hanged Man. Yeah, some of you are very unsure with what to do. No, it's not that you're unsure. You do know what to do. You just haven't gotten out of the loop yet. Some of you have karmic soul ties. The Devil and the Hanged Man. Some of you have karmic soul ties that you need to release. I do soul tie disconnections. I have prayer candles. If you guys want me to do a prayer candle for you, please let me know. Email me. I'll put it on my altar. I also do all kinds of things. Sage. I have crystals. I have personal readings. I'm doing it all, you guys. I'm doing it all because this is what I was meant to do. And I feel really bad that I haven't been like focused on it, but we've been in this so much. We've been in this so much. We've been in this tied down to the status quo that we don't even see. There's a path that's being forged out for us. This is a really beautiful reading. Really beautiful, really beautiful. And I feel like you guys are gonna get out of whatever it is situation. Oh my gosh. I told you guys you gotta have to work with your third eye. Ace of Cups. To see with your mind's eye the possibilities. And it's if it's gonna happen in the spiritual, it's gonna happen in the physical. That's how manifestation works. Okay? Some of you feel depleted. Yeah, some of you guys really just need to get out of your own way, is what I'm getting. Give me 3 cards, please. Outcome for my lovely people. My beautiful collective. It's never easy. Life is not easy. If it was meant to be easy, then it would have been. You got the, yeah, you're moving into another direction. Judgment and Chariot. Some of you care way too much about what people think of you, or care way too much about, oh my God, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? And you're just like, no, I'm just gonna keep moving on. It's just telling you, it's a push. If you feel like you're being, if you feel it in your heart, or you feel like, I gotta make amends with my past and move on, you probably should. Three cards, please, for my collective. Oh my God, it's Bodacia the Queen. Know your worth. Know your power. Know who you are. And stand your ground. Don't be afraid for being a hard ass on other people. Know your boundaries. Know your limitation. It's good to know your limits, and it's good to know your faults, but it's also understanding yourself. Like, don't be too hard on yourself. It's like, this is who I am. It's going to change. Like, a lot of things are going to change, but it's almost like, I know who I am. Look at her. She does not doubt herself. She does not. This is someone who does not doubt herself, does not mince her words, does not, she comes with authority and power over her own life. The Moon and the Two of Cups. I do feel like for some of you, leaving an old decision behind, or an old person behind, or an old situation behind, or even leaving your family behind is going to lead you to your future spouse. Some of you have a divine path opening up to lead you to your future husband. Some of you may have had a spouse who had passed away. I'm really sorry. Some of you may have had a future spouse that passed away, and they want to see you happy. Maybe you've just been alone for a while. Maybe you've been in solitude for a while. Maybe you have just been grieving for a while, and it's like this time around, it's like you need to get out of your emotions, and you need to move forward towards love. I feel like a lot of times it's self-love that you gotta take care of. Some of you have been hurting for a long time. And it's like, when will my day come? And you're just waiting for your day to come. And it's like, don't wait. Keep going. Keep moving forward. Enjoy your life. You know, take care of yourself. Go to the gym. And like, just really visualize the type of life you want for yourself. Yeah, letting it, look. She let that go, and look, now she's empowered. When people, you will feel alone because when you cut the cords, you will feel lonely. You are a vacuum. When you cut cords, when you cut people out, it doesn't matter if it's karmic, family, soul ties, whatever it is. If you cut the cords and you're saying, this is my boundary, I am not letting you fuck me up again, you are going to feel alone because someone else is not feeding from your energy. You won't feel as drained. And I feel like that's also what you might feel dizzy. You might feel parched. So you might drink a lot of water. But once you do those things and you really set those ground rules for yourself. Yeah, everyone has ground rules. If you set those ground rules for yourself in order for you to like expand, you're going to have to feel alone for a little bit. And that means cutting people out that have been toxic to you, cutting people out, regaining your power back. I see the solar plexus, regaining your courage back, your clarity, your mental clarity back, making good decisions for yourself. Owning it, basically. Own it. Work your magic. Do your thing. But it will take, oh my gosh. 9 of Cups. And the King of Pentacles. I do feel like once you cut people out who have been draining you, you're going to walk into your power, into your truth. But it's also going to bring you your divine counterpart, your divine person. And you always get to choose. You always get to choose who your person is. But your person is probably going through the same thing as you. Maybe going through very similar situations at you, but going about it a different way. I'm getting very masculine energy. I'm getting someone who fights for their right, for their truth. For some of you, you might... I'm getting the word advocate. So for some of you, you might meet someone who is your counterpart. He might be a lawyer. He might be someone who searches for the truth. So maybe like a professor. I don't know why I'm getting that. Like there's something very logical, academic, and very, there's something enlightening about it. So it's someone who can put definitely I'm seeing a lot of crown chakra and third eye chakra, but someone who he makes the best decisions he can in the most possible way, best possible way ever. This is, for some of you, the person that is coming your way, your future husband, future wife. I'm not saying it's for everyone, but for a portion of you. You are going to meet someone who is on your level mentally. They're on your level mentally. They're on your level emotionally, and you are parallel. You are equals. That's how he fights for that. He wants that he or she wants someone to be their equal. They don't want someone they have to tell what to do. They don't want someone who they have to domesticate. They don't want to be, they're not that. They're very unconventional about how they approach relationships. And I feel like for a lot of you who have been through shit, maybe your parents divorced, maybe all that, It's like you just want what was best for you, what was meant for you. You had to go through a process so you can get what was meant for you. For some of you, oh, this is an hour, but for some of you, your relationships really just fucked you up. Some of your future relationships, not future, but your past relationships fucked you up. By the way, for some of you, I'm going to be honest. For some of you, once you've walked your truth, you said goodbye to your past, and you're walking on this path and eventually meet your person, your wish fulfilled. I feel like for some of you, you're going to end up with someone who's loaded. I mean, loaded. Millionaire mindset. I just said, like, millionaire mindset. Someone who may have owned many businesses. Someone who has an understanding of the economy. Someone who has an understanding of business. And for some of you, your path is to be with someone who is financially secure. Because you're financially secure. For some of you, that I'm picking that up very strongly. It's a partnership. It's not like, oh, I can't deal with it. 5 of Wands. Give me one more card, please. Just give me one card, not 12. Oh my gosh, can't make this shit up. 10 of Cups. Okay, so you got the 5 of Wands, Temperance, 2 of Wands, and the 10 of Cups. Literally, when you say goodbye to people, when you own it and you say goodbye, honestly, people are gonna come back at you like, what the hell was that? Why are you being a bitch? Like stuff like that. And you're just like, no, I just know who I am. I don't tolerate low vibrational. And it's not that low vibrational people are bad. There are limits. I cannot let someone drag me down. There are people that are going to be jealous of you because you actually took your life and matters into your own hands and you said, no, this is my life. And there's going to be you're going to feel like, I was never meant to be around you anyway. Look at this. You chewed me up and spit me out. Like, I'm done. And you say goodbye. Yeah, 5 changes. Drastic changes in order for you to move on into your power. Drastic changes need to be made. You have to make a decision for yourself. Don't worry about someone else. Make a decision for yourself. I don't care if you're going to break their heart. I don't care if you're going to hurt them. They already hurt you. They already drained you. They already financially abused you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they already took enough from you. So it's almost like, this is reparations. This is my life. Temperance. Into healing. Balance. 2 of Wands. Healing, balance, creating your own life, creating a path for yourself. Look at that ship in the background burning. You're like, I'm not paying attention to that anymore. That's in the past. They can have that. I'm here. Look at how nice and pretty and warm this fire is. I like this one. I want to start over. I want to create. I want to create my own life. apart from the chaos. And I want my peace. My familiar peace that I always wanted, that I always manifested, that I always dreamed of. I want this. This is peak performance of my life. I just want this. This is stability. This is, you know, when you take a hold of your emotions, and you take a hold of your mental health, and you take a hold of your spiritual health, you find your inner peace, and you just, nothing bothers you anymore. Nothing fucking bothers. You could be shipped off to, I don't know, somewhere in Timbuktu, right? I'll be okay. Hopefully I won't get eaten by a tiger or something. But when you have your inner peace, you're fine. And I feel like for some of you, your future person, your future spouse, your future person is going to love that about you. And he or she might think you have a stroke of luck. So that is what I am getting. Spirit, give me just one card. One card, please, from my collective. There are people on... I've been watching several tarot readings lately, and I'm just like... There are people who are reading tarot who should not even be reading tarot. One card. Eight of Wands. Celebrate your life. People often say a celebration of life is like the funeral. It's like, no, you should celebrate your life right now. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate your life. And the people who are staying, the people who are supporting you, the people who are out there rooting for you, the people who are the ones helping you out, even in small ways, they're the ones. They're the ones that were meant to be with you. But always know that always know that you are being divinely supported. So you might have people around you, 2, 3, 4 people around you that might be supporting you and your endeavors, but always know that you are divinely supported. Okay? Just a sense of, I feel like this video is more for reassurance, because I feel like some of you are like, what do I do now? Oh my God, what? I don't know. And it's like, center yourselves, you know, find yourself, find the balance. And sometimes when you find the balance, you're gonna have to cut people out. Sorry. Give me 3 cards, please. This is my Divine Abundance deck. I have not used this either, but I was going to give it as a Christmas gift, but then I was like, no, I'm tempted to use it because, you know, I love my tarot cards. 3 cards, please, from my collective. Wow. Oh my God. Yeah, you can't make this shit up. It says Divine Source. Some of you guys are going to start saying your prayers or manifesting or writing things down in a journal. What you want to see happen in the next couple months, couple years. It says, help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. How gorgeous that is. Reframe. This is happening for me, not to me. Let them go. This is happening for me. Everything, positive or negative, that happens for you. It's happening for you. It's not, it's happening for you because it's almost like you will see the true nature of people. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether you're like, oh, people are just this way, they're going to hurt me, it's just reframing your mind and knowing who to trust and who not to trust, or who knowing what other people wanted for you instead of what you wanted for yourself. Some of you really lost yourselves. Like, I mean, lost yourselves in someone else's truth instead of finding your own truth, your own light. Grounded. How beautiful that is. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Again, we're all just people. We're just people. I don't care who you are. It's like you're just regular people, but they live with joy and happiness and gratitude and understanding, and then allowing. How pretty that is. Radical acceptance. I'm telling you, radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment, so what's needed can come next. Radical you gotta make a decision for yourself. Radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment, so that what is needed can come next. You gotta accept things for what they are. And courage. Beautiful. Let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown. All right, that's what I have for you guys today. Enjoy it. Like, share, subscribe. I'm going to put the links down for my people, and then I'm going to do a reading for V next because I think he's coming out with a song. Love and light, everyone. Love and light. Namaste.